All right, so on to big announcements last night at the Video Game Awards. So man, they dropped a lot of trailers. You and I last night we joined John and Chris Ho on
Yeah,
Let's Trailer Reaction to the Star Wars game, but there was also lots of other
tons of stuff.
announcements, and not only games but movies too. So let's go through some of our highlights for the Game Awards last night, and we'll let you know our thoughts. So, big one, Sonic the
Sonic.
Hedgehog 2, the movie. We knew this was coming. Did you happen to see the first movie, Jesse?
I did not see the first one. It's on my watch list. Just so much going on. I need to take time to relax and just get caught up on everything. I haven't even seen
I
Detective Pikachu yet.
well, I hear you. I didn't see Pikachu because I'm not a Ryan Reynolds fan. Probably the
Oh
only
yes.
person on the earth who doesn't like Ryan Reynolds. But Sonic, absolutely loved the first movie. Took my nephews to see it in the theater and bought it day one on Blu-ray and stuff. And I can't wait for the second one. Knuckles and Tails are both joining in for this adventure, so can't wait. And let's not forget that this is one of those moments when the first movie came out that there was such a bad reaction to that first trailer that they went back and changed things. So sometimes the people upstairs are listening and they do take fan feedback, and it made for a better Sonic experience in movies. So hopefully they continue to keep learning and keep making a good blue speedster. I love Sonic. He's probably my favorite video game mascot. I'm a Sega guy, originally back with the Sega Master System and then the Sega Genesis where Sonic debuted, and have kept following the Hedgehog in all his iterations. So super cool. And they announced the new game too coming out, so that was pretty exciting. So
You brought up the fact that they made Sonic look really bad in the first Sonic 1 first trailer. Now, the conspiracy theorist in me thinks that they did that intentionally, just so so it would get that buzz and everybody would be like, "Did you see the new Sonic? Like, oh my goodness, how could they do that to him?" And
if
then, sorry, go
that
ahead.
would be probably the craziest marketing move, but maybe some brilliant strategist said, "Hey, let's try it." But it could have backfired. If they
It
didn't get it right, it could have definitely backfired. So
it just seemed
thankfully,
like the new images of him, like the original images, how he looked, seemed that they came out really quick after the backlash. Like, oh nope,
oh
just
yeah,
kidding, gotcha. Yeah.
yeah, it could be a gotcha moment, but yeah, let's hope they don't pull any stunts and just give us another fun, good movie. I do highly recommend the Sonic One movie for anybody out there who's looking for a kind of a fun ride. Great for the kids, but there is something to adults would enjoy. And if you're a Jim Carrey fan, this is classic Jim Carrey playing Dr. Robotnik in the first one, so highly recommend that. Next up, we've got
Uh,
this one here, Alan Wake from Remedy Games, Alan Wake number 2. So,
yeah.
wow, was it 10 plus years since the first one? And I got to tell you, I played the first game and I got into a game called Control. I don't know if you've checked that one out. And how they linked Control to this Alan Wake universe is really cool.
Oh
I haven't
really?
finished Control yet, but now that this is kind of primed on tap, I'm almost like, yeah, let me get that Control Complete Edition and play it and hopefully roll right into Alan Wake. This time they are saying they're diving straight into the survival horror. This is not going to be that
Oh.
mystery game. So yeah, this looked pretty cool. So it's on my radar for sure.
And when I first saw this, I kind of thought we were getting a John Wick game. He kind of got the John Wick look,
At
just
quick glance, at
yeah,
quick glance, yep.
the
So
beard and the long hair.
for
Next
sure, and the
up,
suit.
yes.
Yes, and wow, Star Wars Eclipse. Listen, as a
Mm,
Star Wars guy, I didn't see this game coming, didn't hear anything about it. All I knew was that a couple years back, after EA botched not all the stars, botched Star Wars Battlefront, their exclusivity deal was kind of nullified or changed or reneged. And we heard that, yeah, hey, Ubisoft's going to be making a Star Wars game, and a couple other players' names were dropped into hats and stuff, and we know, but I had never heard Quantum Dreams, the people behind Heavy Rain. You played Heavy Rain, right?
Yes, I played Heavy Rain.
Yeah, and the other one was Detroit Become Human.
Become Human.
These guys are known for this like kind of choice-driven story games, but these are like visual tour de forces. It's like a very cinematic experience and stuff. And wow, this trailer absolutely blew me away. Set during the High Republic era, which a lot of stuff right now is just cram focused on. I think that's what Disney is focusing a lot of comic books in that era. Now we've got this video game. There's novels. There's kids books. All kinds of stuff. So they're really building this up. But this trailer, if you're a Star Wars fan, it had everything: lightsabers, check; spaceships, check; capital ships, check; speeders, check; fighters, check; like
Yeah.
Jedi, like yeah, you know, mercenaries, armies, like yeah. From this trailer, I know it wasn't gameplay, but from a story standpoint, it gave me everything that I kind of want. Ticked every box for me for Star Wars. So let's hope that they can deliver. It's probably far away, but yeah, it's definitely on my radar, and I hope it's not an exclusive. Now, the cool thing is they never said anything about like PS5 exclusive or anything, and I haven't followed Quantum Dream, but I know their other games were only on PlayStation, but maybe this time around because they're doing such a big title that there will be no exclusivity for it. So,
We reacted to that trailer last night, and then after
yep,
that, I went back and rewatched it. A few things I noticed is we didn't see any Siths. I think we
that
saw
we know
four.
of.
We saw four lightsabers.
Yep.
Two greens, one yellow, and one blue. But we never saw a red lightsaber. So I'm wondering if we're gonna see the birth of maybe a Sith, because we saw the
Well,
guy come out of the mud, right, or the
yeah,
sludge.
or the black oil or whatever. So I think
Yeah.
so one of the interesting things about the High Republic timeline is that it's supposed to be the reason why they call it the High Republic is it's supposed to be after the Jedi have defeated the Sith, and they're supposed to be like they think they've actually defeated them. So a lot of the climate and the villains are more like your gangster organizations and space pirates. We saw the Nemodians in there, so there's going to be some trades, so it's going to be the different factions, but I don't know if we will see a Sith
That's
proper
true. That's
in
true.
it. We might see, like a fallen Jedi or something like that. But I don't know if they're going to want to bring back Sith into the High Republic because that was their whole time, when they announced it. But we
Yeah.
never know. Like we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe this is what's going to bring the Sith
The Sith
up to the
back.
forefront and stuff. So, or it's going to drop those underpanning in those hits. But yeah, fantastic trailer. If you haven't watched it, guys, definitely recommend it. Even if you're not going to check out the game, it's just a cool Star Wars trailer. Couple things I want to mention about the trailer that I thought were very bold choices. No dialogue,
Yeah.
no voiceover at all, and they didn't use any known Star Wars music. So they just went for kind of the visuals and the sound effects. But again, it just definitely hits very, very hard. It's a great trailer.
I hope it does really well too, because Lucasfilms had a project on the get go before it was bought by Disney. Do you remember 1313?
Yes.
The Uncharted Boba Fett prequel sort of thing. I hope
Yep.
if this game does well, they put that back on the table and say
Put
like
that back on for sure.
let's do
For sure.
this.
Yes.
Because from my understanding, it was almost done. The script was done. They
Wow.
were just working on the fine tuning, but I could be wrong. But
Yeah,
fingers
that's
crossed.
crazy. That was a sad time when they canceled that game because it sounded super, super cool. And especially I think the character was supposed to be a Mandalorian or a bounty hunter of some kind. So it would totally fit if they could come and bring that out now. So yeah. But yeah, let's move on. We got a little bit of a teaser here. There's a Wonder Woman game coming
Yeah.
out. And it's brought to us by the same developers that brought us those Lord of the Rings game, the was it the Battle for Middle Earth?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
the 2 ones, yeah. So, man, those games had amazing fighting. So if they are gonna do that with Diana of the Amazons, I'm all in for it. So that is pretty cool. Um, listen, it's a great time to be a gamer and a great time to be a superhero fan because we're seeing so many superhero games coming up or being in development. This was just one of many that they showed last night. So we've got another one coming right after this one, Jesse. It is the
Yes.
Suicide Squad. And that one, again, this is, I think, the third trailer we've now seen about it.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I got to admit, I am not the biggest fan of the Suicide Squad. I think the game premise sounds good, and it's done by Rocksteady, so I think they're going to deliver a good game. But I just question does the Suicide Squad survive against the Justice League that are possessed by Starro? You know, I think the weakest Justice League member takes these guys out, but maybe they're going to work this in as kind of a humorous game and stuff like that. But the visuals look really good. It's been delayed a couple times, so hopefully they're going to take their time and get this one out and make it really knock our socks off. The last game that they did was the final game, the Arkham Knight. And that was visually stunning and it had some good gameplay innovation. So maybe this game is going to do just that as well.
If you could pick one Suicide Squad member to play as, who would you pick?
Like for a video game?
For the video game, yes. If they give you a roster of 20 characters and you get to pick your character each mission, who would you go to as number one? Yikes. Let's just say villain. Because I don't think my pick is part of the Suicide Squad. But go ahead.
You know, I hate to be kind of lame and pick the obvious, but probably like Deadshot, because I think from a gameplay standpoint, he would be pretty interesting, but maybe I'm forgetting somebody that would have more interesting. Like, I don't think I'd enjoy playing as Captain Boomerang or Captain Cold or any of that.
Captain Cold would be good.
You know, but yeah, I'm not too sure. Not too sure on that. Definitely, again, I'm an odd man out. Like, you know, there's some of these really popular main characters I just don't dig. Like, I'm not a huge Harley Quinn fan, so I don't know if I would enjoy playing her. Although I think she would have some interesting gameplay and stuff because, you know, she probably have the funny giant hammer and the pistol and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. What about you? Who would you go to?
I'd pick Kite Man. I know he's not a member of the Suicide Squad, but I would like to beat the game and be like, I beat it as Kite Man.
As Kite Man.
The most useless villain there is. I beat it as
ever.
him.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy.